Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from beautiful Gulfstream Park. Standing here in the Gulfstream Park Village in front of the Mighty Cigar, I'm Acacia Courtney, and we're ready to kick off another great week of live racing at Gulfstream on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Here's track announcer Pete Aiello with those track and weather conditions.
10 races to get the racing week underway in South Florida. Beautiful weather conditions for horse racing. We have a fast main track and a firm turf course. It's cooled off a touch. Temperatures in the upper 60s. First of the day over the firm turf at 5 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $20,000. Field of 8 signed on. The favorites included the 3 Sacrifice and the 8 Anomaly. Racing at Gulfstream. From the center, Saucy Teen gets the first call. On her outside, Miss Claudia has speed. Away in third is Sacrifice while trying to hold the inside. Up on the outside, it's Anomaly, followed by Reconsider It. Next is Magic Maker. The 2 at the back are Money Purse and Magna Paciencia. They make their way past the half mile and move to the far turn. And Saucy Teen and Alvarado Jr. have inside position and the lead. Miss Claudia moves to be second toward the inside. That's Sacrifice third. Back to fourth, Reconsider It. Anomaly is wide with Magic Maker. Then it's a gap of 2 to Money Purse, and Magna Paciencia is still last behind a 21-4 opening quarter. Less than a quarter of a mile to go, and Miss Claudia now puts her best foot forward to take the lead. Saucy Teen second. Up into the clear is Sacrifice to make a run. Down the center and Reconsider It. Eighth of a mile to go. Sacrifice is loose, and Sacrifice is charging at Miss Claudia. Miss Claudia with the lead. Sacrifice charging. Magic Maker on the outside, but Miss Claudia is up to the task, and she'll win it by a length. Sacrifice is second. Magic Maker is third. Reconsider It finished fourth in 56-3. Ironic somewhat that the favorite in this race was Anomaly, as there was a lot of anomalies in this race, including a lack of early speed for a 5 furlong race. That was good news if you were a Miss Claudia fan, and she had added position here today under Tyler Gaffleone. She makes her turf debut a winning one for Antonio Sano and owner Alex Andres. To the second race now, the start of the early pick 4. Claimers in for $6,250. Rider change on 1, Irish Letters to Jose Alvarez. Rider change on 3, Grand Red to Tyler Gaffleone. Scratch to 7, Lumumba. A field of 7. This was a wide open betting race. And they're off. Not a great beginning for Fightin' Irish Tabit. He hopped in the air at the start. Interlaken away well, but Rumbago's being ridden for the lead with Cactus Catch Me on the outside. Then back at the inside goes Irish Letters. Grand Red is kept a bit closer than usual. He's in the frame, and that's good news for him. He's 3 clear of Fightin' Irish Tabit, and El Cheval's at the back. Out of the chute and onto the main track, and Alvarado working hard on Rumbago to try to stay with long shot Cactus Catch Me, and the whip is out on Rumbago. He's aggressively handled, but Cactus Catch Me's going right with him, and these two have opened a sizable advantage on third running Interlaken. For company on his outside is Irish Letters. He's looking to give Sano a sweep of the double. So is Fightin' Irish Tabit, who's a length and a half behind that top of the second flight, as fifth is Grand Red. Still far back is El Cheval. Strung out over a ton of ground inside half a mile away. Cactus Catch Me trying to post the upset. Leads the race by 2.5. Rumbago just never comfortable, and he's in retreat second. Interlaken is third. Irish Letters is fourth. Grand Red is fifth. He's allowed to lay close enough to make an attack here under Gaffleone. He's a length and a half better than a wide-running Fightin' Irish Tabit with less than 5/16 to run. Still many chances here. The advantage to Cactus Catch Me, but for how long? Grand Red on the attack now, and he's up to take the lead. Fightin' Irish Tabit's going to try to run with him. Then Irish Letters, Interlaken up the inside, 3/16 to go. Fightin' Irish Tabit coming after Grand Red, who's an eighth of a mile from home, and in front. Fightin' Irish Tabit taking his shot. Interlaken tried to split that duo. 16th to go. Fightin' Irish Tabit on the outside. Grand Red toward the rail. Grand Red, Fightin' Irish Tabit. Fightin' Irish Tabit is in time. Grand Red just outkicked second. El Cheval third. Then Interlaken in the second. Trainer Antonio Sano completes a sweep of the early daily double as number 2, Fightin' Irish Tabit, comes right back against winners to get the score here today under Jose Bautista for Secure Investments. 3, Grand Red got a perfect trip and a perfect ride. He just got outrun today. He was second ahead of number 8, El Cheval, who ran third. We'll be right back.
The best chance for success begins with a solid foundation. At Hardacre Farm, early personal one-on-one care starts the journey to becoming a champion. Bred to leading stallions, our mares represent the highest standards. Hardacre Farm's signature in the breeding industry. Based in Ocala, Florida, breeder and owner Amy Tarrant has inspired excellence throughout her entire career. In your quest for success, start with Hardacre Farm. breeding the champions of tomorrow.
Back now for the third race at 1 mile over the turf course. Maiden claimers in for $20,000. Field of 8. The favorite was the 1, Secret O Life. And they're off. Level beginning. Couple of them hustling out for the lead, including Lily's Heat and Enough and Then Some. Moving up toward the inside, that's Tequila Sheila with Go to War looking for forward position. Slamming on the brakes and a bit keen is Secret O Life. Up on the outside, Curious Zelda gets started as Lily's Heat and Paco Lopez kick clear. Lily's Heat on top now by 3 over Curious Zelda second. Enough and Then Some is third. At the inside, that's Tequila Sheila 3 wide and Go to War. 2.5 back to Tap Is Our Girl to the outside of Secret O Life, and Varsovia is last. Into the backstretch they go. The opening quarter aggressive, 22-4, as there's 5 furlongs left to go. And Lily's Heat paving the path up front. She leads the way by 3. Second, Curious Zelda. Third, outside and Go to War. At the inside, and Tequila Sheila, followed by Enough and Then Some. Then Tap Is Our Girl. Secret O Life, the favorite, is down toward the rail, while 5 lengths off the pace. And 3 to the trailer, Varsovia. They make their way past the half-mile mark in 47-1, and they now swing to the far turn with Lily's Heat still on top. Lily's Heat leads by a length. Here's Curious Zelda taking her shot from second. Up on the outside, Tap Is Our Girl. Let go 3 wide by Jose Bautista up into third. Following that move is Secret O Life. They've both had pace to chase as they run to the top of the stretch. Secret O Life 4 wide and hitting high gear as Curious Zelda at a big number has come on to take the lead. Curious Zelda braces for Secret O Life, who's down the stand side. 1/8 of a mile to go, and Secret O Life is now powered past. Curious Zelda is trying to hold on to second with Tap Is Our Girl and Lily's Heat. It's Secret O Life in front. Tap Is Our Girl in a photo that she wins for second, ahead of Curious Zelda, who was third. Lily's Heat is fourth in 1:36-2. Number 1, Secret O Life, finds a field to her liking and powers along for the victory under jockey Irad Ortiz Jr. for John Grossi's Racing Corporation and trainer Marcus Vitale. 5, Tap Is Our Girl, continues to improve. She was second, ahead of the 8, Curious Zelda, who fired a big shot at a big number and ended up third. We go now to the 4th race of the day, maiden claimers at 6 furlongs. These are Florida-bred variety. They're in for $35,000. Rider change on 5, Quick Step Ed to Miguel Vasquez. The favorite was the 6, Fa Fa Fooey. And they're off. Poor start for the newcomer, Found My Way. Quick start for Smoker, and moving up is Augur, moving up is Free Flame. There are 3 across the course early. Elusive Row is back to 4th, racing ahead of Quick Step Ed, then Fa Fa Fooey. Ahead of That's All He Wrote, second last, and after a terrible start, the trailer has Found My Way. Augur and Lugo, the speed of the speed. They cross over ahead of Smoker and lead by almost 2. Elusive Row gets started 3 wide. Free Flame is in the middle. Then it's a gap of 3 to Fa Fa Fooey outside of Quick Step Ed, who's a length and a half better than That's All He Wrote, and the trailer is Found My Way. Less than 3/8 of a mile to go. Augur has the lead by 2.5. Elusive Row is second. Smoker at the rail is third. 4 back to Fa Fa Fooey, working hard but starting to gain some ground alongside Quick Step Ed. Then That's All He Wrote. Free Flame bows out, 1/4 of a mile out. The advantage belongs to Augur. Smoker's going to try an inside lane. 46-2, and Smoker got through. So Smoker now on to take a lead. Down the center, Quick Step Ed with a big shot at a big price. 1/8 of a mile to go. Vasquez and Quick Step Ed tries to get to Smoker. Smoker has the lead. Quick Step Ed charging on the outside. This is going to be close. It's going to be too close to call. Smoker inside, Quick Step Ed on the outside in 1:11-4. Number 6, Fa Fa Fooey, no stranger to being the favorite, but he fails to get the diploma here today. The diploma goes to number 1, Smoker, at odds of a 9-2 under jockey Irad Ortiz Jr., who gets his second winner today. Louis Ramirez trains the son of Magna graduate for the Smith Ranch stable. Number 5, Quick Step Ed, fired a huge run at a big number. He was second, ahead of number 7, Elusive Row, who was a well-beaten third. We go now to the 5th race of the day, the start of the Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six pool more than $1.1 million. Claimers on turf, in for a price tag of $16,000. Favorites were 4, Marvelous Kitten, and 5, Cocktail Skirt. And they're off. From the center, Marvelous Kitten, the first to break the line. Up on the outside, Courageous Change moves forward early from Matty Salsa, who comes away in the top flight to land third. At the inside, it's Thanks Mom with Cocktail Skirt. Michelle's Laugh is 3 wide. 2 back to Our Closure, racing ahead of SS Illuminati, and the early trailer is Draft. They charge around the first turn, and up front, it's Courageous Change. In front now, 3 parts of a length. Marvelous Kitten moves to be second, and Matty Salsa's a bit keen while 3 wide third. Thanks Mom gets a good tracking spot toward the rail fourth. In between horses, Cocktail Skirt, 3 wide, and Michelle's Laugh. Then back at the rail, it's Draft, ahead better than SS Illuminati, and Our Closure held up between horses at the back of the field behind an opening quarter of 24 seconds flat. Down the backstretch they go. It's Courageous Change with the lead. In between horses, Marvelous Kitten second, Matty Salsa 3 wide third. Thanks Mom is at the rail, a joint fourth alongside Cocktail Skirt. Then it's an improving run from Our Closure, who works between horses. Also right there is SS Illuminati, and Draft is at the rail, separated by 6.5 through a 49 1/2 mile. Less than 3/8 of a mile to remains here, and up on the outside, Matty Salsa goes after Marvelous Kitten, and Matty Salsa and Marvelous Kitten kick on. Cocktail Skirt getting ready to wheel 3 wide for a stretch drive. Back at the inside and Courageous Change, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's Matty Salsa on the outside of a Marvelous Kitten, and Marvelous Kitten digging deep and finding more. On the outside, Cocktail Skirt plays her cards late in the game. Cocktail Skirt takes on Marvelous Kitten. These two, Marvelous Kitten will let it. Cocktail Skirt is second, Matty Salsa is third. It's a photo for fourth and 135 4.
Rainbow Six starts out on a popular note as the favorite 4, Marvelous Kitten, responds to the class drop and gets the victory under a strong ride from Tyler Gaffleone for Armando de la Cerda and the Midwest Thoroughbreds. Second 5, Cocktail Skirt, and third was the 8, Matty Salsa. We'll be right back with the late pick 5. Don't go away.
And Gulfstream is pulling away. Gulfstream blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Gulfstream kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 6 on the program. 1 mile over the main track. Starter allowance, optional claiming horses, and for a price tag of $10,000. Field of 9 went to post. A very nice field indeed. Lukewarm favorite was number 2, Dizzy Gillespie.
And they're off. Smooth beginning for Dizzy Gillespie and a smooth beginning for the Pro Browns Gap. They're heading off for the early lead. Up on the outside of them is Discreet Heat with speed, and Charlie the Greek is at the rail. As they link up with the main course, Paco Lopez puts Dizzy Gillespie on a narrow lead with Browns Gap right alongside. For company is Malaire. Then up on the outside of them is Discreet Heat. Widest of all is Starship Apollo. They're 5 across the course here. Back at the inside is Charlie the Greek racing ahead of Kinani and Tadare, and 3 to the trailer, Summer Spice. 23 3 for the opening quarter speed, 5 furlongs left to go. Dizzy Gillespie pressed every yard. He leads the way now 3 parts of a length. On the outside in Browns Gap from second, tucked in is Charlie the Greek. Widest of all on the course is Starship Apollo. Mayer is racing 4 wide himself. He's about 3 lengths off the lead. Losing his pitch there was Discreet Heat. He's dropped better than 6 lengths off the lead. Passed by Kinani, and up on the outside to Dare. Still trailing is Summer Spice. 47 1 for the opening half mile. Here's Charlie the Greek to take a shot under Jose Ortiz, and he makes Dizzy Gillespie go right now. These two pass the 5/16 from last. It's Summer Spice who rallies to take third. Whip out on Kinani, who's now fourth. Quarter of a mile away. Look at Summer Spice. Summer Spice is 50 1, and he's making an awfully big move as they straighten away. 3/4, 112 1. Summer Spice, he blows by. At the 8th pole, Summer Spice, Hector Berry has moved away. Back to second is Charlie the Greek. The rest wonder what happened. Summer Spice, a 50 1 winner from way out of it. Second is Charlie the Greek. Third is Dizzy Gillespie. Then Kinani and Tadare.
Hold on to your hats. If you have hats, they're probably on the ground. It's a 50 1 bomber. It's 5 Summer Spice, who goes from last to first off the strength of a very quick opening half mile. Summer Spice is a very nice racehorse indeed over the last couple of months. He fires the winning shot under Hector Barrios for Kathy Monjan in Big Daddy, New York. Let's go now to the 7th race of the day, a 5 furlong sprint to start the late pick 4. Claimers in for $30,000. A field of 8. The favorite was the 8, Macho Blue.
And they're up. Perfect start. From From the outside, Macho Blue ridden for speed, and he'll get a neck on top of Dynamic Dancer away in second. Farley is out of there in third. Then Balaban with Shanghai Noon toward the rail. Visions of You is out wide ahead of Thorpe Doro, and the early trailer is Chuckles Candy. A fairly easy lead for Macho Blue, who gets over from his high draw, drops over to the rail, and leads by 2. Dynamic Dancer, the nearest pursuer, second. Shanghai Noon, third. Balaban in very tight while between horses. Out wide is Farley. 2 back to Visions of You, a length better than Thorpe Doro, and Chuckles Candy is last. 21 and 4 for the opening quarter speed. There's less than a quarter of a mile out to go. With the advantage, Macho Blue held together by Meneses and 3 on top. Farley, Dynamic Dancer, Shanghai Noon at the rail. Then on the far outside and coming on late is Chuckles Candy, final eighth of a mile. Macho Blue is clear and running strongly. Macho Blue is 7-5, and he's an easy winner. Macho Blue gate to wire. Here's Balaban to outrun Chuckles Candy for second, Dynamic Dancer fourth. All of that in 55 and 2.
As we've touched on numerous times on this program, it's so important to have speed and get to the rail when you're sprinting on turf. Number 8, Macho Blue, did exactly that. He was quick enough to get over. Once he got over, it was lights out for the rest of the competition. Marcos Meneses rode the son of Crown of Thorns for Juan Carlos Obarrio and Costa Brava, that team having a quiet but effective winter season. We go now to the 8th race of the day, the start of the late pick 3, 1 mile on turf. Claimers in for a $50,000 price tag. Nick Juarez on 6, Gray Nile. A field of 10. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. From the inside, Mr. Discretionary gets the first call, but there's a host of pursuers, including Wetumpka, who now puts a neck on top. Up on the outside, it's Silent Tiger away with speed, and down inside goes Unoffensive. He'll land third behind the top 2. Racing away fourth is Carlos Sixes, then Victor Lounge. He's 3 wide to the first turn. Length and a half in front of Mr. Discretionary, who works in advance of Eagle Dance, who's on the outside. He's better than 6 or 7 lengths off the lead as they round the first turn. Wetumpka has challenges, and up on the outside, the challenge comes from Victor Lounge, who's a bit keen while second. Silent Tiger third, Unoffensive is back to fourth. Then to the outside goes Mr. Discretionary with Carlos Sixes along the rail. It's a length and a half back to an unhurried Mo G. He's in the pink and black and about 6 lengths off the lead. To his inside goes Gray Nile, who works 3.5 clear of Eagle Dance, and dropping to last is the Robert. They pass the half-mile mark in 46 and 1. Pace of plenty up front. Wetumpka has taken a lot of heat from Victor Lounge on the outside second. Unoffensive third. Carlos Sixes moves sharply to the leader, and so does Mo G. Mo G not asked for the run yet. Races between horses about 6 lengths off the lead. From the back, Eagle Dance is underway while 4 wide. Mr. Discretionary is right with him after 3 quarters in 1:10 and 4. Many chances here. Up on the outside, here's Mr. Discretionary to keep Mo G bottled up. Carlos Sixes is into the clear. Wetumpka's holding on. Wetumpka the leader. Carlos Sixes coming on now with Gray Nile. Eagle Dance down the center. Carlos Sixes close to home with the lead. Carlos Sixes will win it. Very close for second. Mo G got room to photo with Gray Nile in 1:34 and 3.
Tough luck if you had number 1, Mo G, who was loaded going around the far turn, but got hemmed in traffic. Not hemmed in traffic, at least not late, was number 4, Carlos Sixes, who shook free for the score under Paco Lopez for trainer Kevin Attard and owner Derek Chin. Second, number 1, Mo G, ahead of number 6, Gray Nile, who ran third. Time for a commercial break. The Wednesday feature is right after this. Don't go away.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
Back now for race number 9 on the program, the start of the late daily double and the Wednesday feature. Allowance optional claiming horses in for $25,000. Scratch number 1, She's So Needy, a field of 5. The favorite was the 4, Cipriana.
And they're off. Rachette away quickly and out to a clear advantage from Longstocking and Cipriana second and third. Bodie Babe is at the inside and Sworn Silence between as they run down the backstretch. It's Rachette who has the clear advantage over Cipriana, who races into second. Bodie Babe is third. From between horses, it's Sworn Silence and Longstocking fifth and last, but only about 2.5 off the lead of Rachette. Rachette in front only and narrowly now as Cipriana draws up alongside. Bodie Babe is third, Sworn Silence is fourth, and Longstocking is last. Opening quarter quite reasonable, 23-2 as they swing around the far turn. Rachette still held together up front by Paco, leads by a neck. On the outside, Cipriana's within the nose now as she's turning up the pressure, and there goes Cipriana on the outside to take a narrow lead. Back to third and Bodie Babe, who's about 4 in front of Longstocking. Sworn Silence tamely backs away through a 47-second half mile. There's a quarter of a mile left to go. Cipriana on the outside. Rachette boxes on toward the inside. 3 back to Bodie Babe, and they turn for home. Cipriana on the outside for a narrow lead. Rachette is a tough customer, but she's just not up to speed with Cipriana, who starts to get away. Cipriana and Johnny V 4-5 and moving away. Rachette clearly second behind Cipriana, who's a comeback winner. Rachette second, Bodie Babe is third, Longstocking fourth, then Sworn Silence, 118-1.
Number 4, Cipriana, just too much filly for today's 9th race competition as she wears down the leader Rachette and draws off for the score. For Mark Hennig and John Velasquez, Cortland Farms, the winning owner of this daughter of Bodemeister. 5, Rachette did everything she could, but she could not stick with Cipriana. To the 10th race and now, the 10th and final race over the turf at 5 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for $25,000. These were 3-year-old fillies. 9 went postward. This was a wide open betting race.
And runners away. Slow to go, both Go Venezuela Go and Big Brown Sugar. Quick to start with Judith Can, who fires to the top and opens up by 2. Up on the outside, Cassini's Plunge is now into second, ahead of Sassy Lassie third. Back to fourth and off to Broadway. Then comes Muskoka Susie, racing ahead of Big Brown Sugar, who's to the outside of Dylan's Kitty. 3 back to My Sebastiana as they kick to the far turn. Up front, Judith Can and Angel Rodriguez a length and a half better than Sassy Lassie second. Third outside in Cassini's Plunge. Down inside, it's off to Broadway from fourth, a length and a half better than Muskoka Susie, who's 3 clear of Dylan's Kitty, then Big Brown Sugar with a quarter of a mile left to go. Judith Can comes off the turn with the lead. Off to Broadway into the clear to take a shot from second. Down the center in Sassy Lassie from between horses Muskoka Susie. Final 1/8 of a mile. Judith Can still surviving up front with a 3-length lead. Time has run out to get to Judith Can, who's a gate-to-wire winner. Judith did in the finale. Second is Muskoka Susie, closer for third. Sassy Lassie are off to Broadway in 57 flat.
The speed of number 6, Judith Can, sent her right to the top, and she never looked back as she gets the victory at 5-1 to close the Wednesday card under Angel Rodriguez for owner Harvey Tenenbaum and trainer Gillian Andreessen. Second, number 2, Muskoka Susie, and third was number 5, Off to Broadway. Multiple winning tickets sold in the Rainbow Six today. Rainbow Six will have a carryover as we go forward to tomorrow of more than $918,000.
That's it for today. Thanks for joining us. We're back in action tomorrow on Thursday, and we have 11 races coming up. Our first post will be 12:35 p.m.
Hit the hay. Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.